but I still want them to be thinking patterns. Now, what if you're an advanced student? Okay, say you're playing F natural on the E string to an E, fourth finger on the A string. It's a pretty big pattern. You have building it up from the A string, second finger, whole step pattern from 1 to 2, whole step pattern from 2 to 3, whole step pattern from 3 to 4. So you have whole, whole, whole. So while this is really just a half step in pitch, F natural to E, if you play it from 1 to 4, you have whole, whole, whole. Now if you're practicing this and you're not thinking patterns, you can probably still play it in tune. But if you thought, well, it's whole, 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 would you have a better shot at finding it? What if you start from an F sharp? You could think half step, whole step, whole step. So it feels like that. Now don't put the inner fingers down, but think about them. You can have it just over the note. One rule in string crossing, this should be an aside, is that you leave the old finger down until the new finger begins. So even if you're not doing block fingering, you leave your 1 down until your 4 begins, and then you can lift it. Okay, so I'm hedging my bet by teaching you both, but I think that if students don't think intervals, patterns, it's very hard. See, I like to think of the violin as a keyboard. I like to see the piano. You know, E to F, is there a black note between it? B to C, is there a black note between it? No, it's a half step. C to D, is there a black note between it? Absolutely. So on the violin, if there's a black note between it, it's this, and if there's not, it's this. And if you start thinking everything, you know, in terms of patterns, it will help you play in tune. I'm not an advocate of writing those patterns in all of your parts. I think you need to do it in your head. I think you need to be able to do it without putting your inner fingers down, but think about the inner fingers. That way you're mixing independent fingerings and block fingerings. It's controversial, it's difficult. Hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. Good luck.